Welcome to the Overflow podcast. My name is Craig Booker. The title of this episode is The Deep End. The material in this episode is inspired by Reset by Debra Fileta. I will talk a lot about mental health, but please note that this is not a substitute for therapy or mental health care. When it comes to emotional interactions and discussions, we all have different abilities. Some people won't go near emotional topics, while others seem to gravitate towards them. In her book Reset, Debra Fileta talks about using the concept of levels of conversation to help illustrate emotional interaction and expression. She defines 3 levels of conversation. Number 1 is facts. 2 is opinions and ideas. 3 is feelings. So, number 1, facts. First level, superficial, easy to talk about. Number 2 is opinions and ideas. These take you deeper, but keep you close to the shallow end. And number 3 is feelings. These are the deepest, most vulnerable parts when it comes to a conversation. Just like swimming in a swimming pool, we've got to practice going deep with our emotions to get better at feeling, understanding, and expressing them. It's not something you're born knowing how to do. It's something you have to learn along the way. Debra Fileta. The deep end. Exploring feelings and going deep is more difficult for some than others. It often depends on a person's experience. First off, you could have been brought up in an environment where feelings weren't welcome, so you learned to stuff your emotions. Maybe showing emotions was portrayed as weak. Second, perhaps you were exposed to deep trauma, abuse, dysfunction, or violence. If we don't take the time to check in with how we're feeling, those emotions will eventually bubble up to the surface. Proverbs 20 verses 5 says, "The purposes of a person's heart are deep waters, but one who has insight draws them out." While it can be incredibly difficult to do the work and explore emotions, it is essential for us to learn to face them and deal with them so we can properly heal. This is what being a person of insight is all about. We need to take the time and do the work so we know what is going on deep inside ourselves. Debra says that we need to say goodbye to the floaties in the shallow end because we're about to learn how to swim. Verse for reflection. The purposes of a person's heart are deep waters, but one who has insight draws them out. Proverbs 20 verse 5. That's all for this episode. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes.